Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We are in Shapes 2 challenge mode, the dimension update, and last episode we did a couple things to get ready for our Crystal MAM, and one which was putting together this little interchange here to hold the different colors pre-mixed this time. We're going to do pre-mixed for the crystals. We're going to do regular mix for the shapes themselves. And what I have done, so last episode when we left, we only had the yellow in here. Well, I've got all the others going. It took me about an hour and a half to get everything cruising in. And then as I was doing that, I was like, you know what? Is this all even enough? So what I've done is I've made these through. So the train comes in, will unload if it needs to, and then go through. And the reason I did that is because now we can take this whole bad boy, paste it right there, and actually just do that, and we should get a duplicate. So now we've got double, because all these guys are coming in and unloading, but you know they've got plenty of juice going, plenty of fluid. So yeah, that is all done. So we're gonna boom that into there, and while we're here, let's boom this into there and this into there. And yeah, so that is all set right now. All 4 colors of the train that we have set up are coming into this one, as well as this one, and we don't have any trains set up here. So let's get some of those going. So again, over here we will do let's just copy this. Right. So those all go in there. Yep. All right, there we are. We'll delete those guys. Up here, have this. And then fluid. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then having that over here. Oops. Alright. And get rid of that. And that. Okay. So now we are all set up. And yeah, look at this. The second one is already completely full. Beautiful. Beautiful. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to build up this channel. We are aiming towards 500 subscribers. Trying to get there before the end of this series. That would be amazing. May not happen. How about if we aim for 500 by the end of the year? It's only the end of September, and it is coming up to my birthday. I don't want to say anything. I'm just saying my birthday is coming up. Couple days, so that'd be a wonderful birthday present for me. If you're enjoying the content, if you're getting anything out of it, that would be great. If not, then you know, leave me a comment and let me know what I can do differently to help you out. Okay, so here is where we're at. What we need to do is let's get 1 train's worth of color in. We'll just do a white train. And I'm going to get just 1 batch of color in. And then we can start building that out. Building out the crystallizer. And this is going to be our MAM specific crystallizer. So this guy is going to come on down here. And he's just going to unload it right here. Now, the last time I did this with a Crystal MAM. Alright, now I'm going to turn it off. Last time I did that with the Crystal MAM, we actually had two of the 3x3s set up. So that was a little bit different. And the reason for that was that was the largest size panel we had. You know, that was the older setup. So we had different size platforms. This one, you know, we've got the 4. I'm gonna try to see if we can get this to work. All right. So here's what I want to do. I'm gonna come in here. You can get all these coming in. And then I'm going to put them into this. And so that effectively slows things down a little. Well, it doesn't slow it down any more than this. So here's the thing. These are 1,800 each. And the pipes themselves are 7,200. Which I believe is 1,800 times 4. It is. So the question is, can we just dump all the fluid into these and use that so we would be able to then double things up? But here's the thing. I wonder if we need to quadruple the tanks. So let's see if that is the case. Like if we did this. There we go. With that then, and then coming out of these, we put them all back into one pipe. Does that give us what we need to keep things going? Because again, these are going to be continuously refilled. That is my question. Then also, I believe we can take this and triple it up. So then we're pulling all of them from all the layers. So then over here, what we need to do is we need to have a system where we can get 4 of these worth coming in and running through. I think we just need one setup, right? So again, each belt each of these needs 3 for a full belt, we need 6 of these. And for each pipe, we need 3. That's where, we have to double up the fluid. But I'm thinking that by doing this, then we're going to be okay. The question, maybe though, it's possible that what we need to do is double these up. All right. So we're going to leave some room for that. And so that's 6 machines. I'm putting that in the middle. So that's per belt. So that's 4 belts, so we need this times 4. Doing this to space them out correctly. And up here, we're going to do a thing. So we're going to have a receiver on this. And the receiver is going to say, hey, do you need to be crystallized? If yes, go this way. If no, then go straight. So in theory, we can do this. Now, we're going to be jumping these guys. We'll just get a jump going. We may not need that one. What if we do that one here? If we do jumps all the way down there. Number one, it's going to help things speed along, which is vital. So I think that's not the right spacing though. Let's get rid of this and this. So right here is where we want to do a filter. A belt filter. Now if it meets the condition of yes, you need to be crystallized, then go this way. The other thing about this, though, is we want to not be jumping any of the fluids. The fluids need to not jump. That is key for this system. So that means this needs some to be spread out a bit. Okay. Right, that's good. And then that. Again, so this can be one belt that comes in, like so. Then there can be another belt that comes in like so. Although, in theory, it's gonna share, right? Oh, that's a... Yeah. It's gonna share. So that's the belt coming in, and then going out. You'll join back in. Okay, so this is the basic building block, I think. Then this one, actually, let's do this. We could get it close, why not? And then here, we can jump all that. Because this one is going to get tested there. Oops. Okay, now jumping those guys. Jumping those guys. And this is so our wire could come in with the info. And again, another thing is I'm trying to build this all on one layer so it can copy up to the other three. All right, so let's take this and do the same thing here. But this time we're going to do that and that. And that. That. Okay. Oh, if this works, I will be happy. That one and this one. Okay. So, all of this needs to come out here and go through a filter. Wire, a pipe gate. Right? So these hold how much fluid do they actually hold? All right, let me, oh, no. All right, let's send, I'm going to send one more train's worth to get another. Because I want these tanks to be full. And I'm starting off with this color because I know this is the first color of our first shape right here. In fact, hey, let's claim some stuff. Excellent. All right. Oh, let's kill that guy off. All right. Yeah, so they hold 3,400 liters. 35, probably 3,500 liters. Yep. Okay. 36. There we go. And each of these holds 600 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 3,600. So there's enough of this when it's full to fill that up. Okay. Plus there's a little extra in the pipes, but minimally. I think maybe if we double this up. But let's not worry about that right this second. Because now what I want to do is get this to work. Let me copy this. So in theory, we could have cyan here. And we could have white here. Let's have that in just for kicks. You know, we could have, yeah, yellow could be right here because it can go right into there. And yeah. Boom. Boom. That can go in there, and that can go there. Okay, so there's no jumping of pipes. And again, what we'll do is we'll do something over here. We need something over here that says, hey, there's crystals on this layer. Yes or no. And if yes, then that's this. This is the yes or no for that. Then over here we need to say, hey, what color these crystals be? I'm going to do this. Just give myself a little bit more room, which I think will be helpful. Okay. So yeah, this one's going to come in from here. This one's going to come in from over there. This is the jump. Jumping before the main pipe is fine. That is fine and dandy. We just don't want to jump within this system. Once we get past these valves, then we don't want to jump. All right, so let's go back over here and see if we can get a yes or no whether there is crystals. Okay, here's another thing. If another assumption we're going to make is that none of these crystal shapes are going to have pins. None are going to have pins. Pins will always get converted into crystals. So crystals get converted into pins here. And then back over there, we need to convert into we need pins converted into crystals. Okay. And like I said too, we're also making the assumption that whenever we have crystal on a layer, all the crystals on a layer are going to be the same color. That may not be a correct assumption, but that's the assumption we're going to make. All right, so I'm going to do this. Let's copy this. Let's just make this. Hey, do you have pins anywhere on this layer? So yeah, that one and that one. By the way, I did realize this is kind of ridiculous. All the knots. I could change one of these. Or I could change this to not equal to and get rid of this one, but then keep this one. And it should work exactly the same. I'm going to stick by my original statement of I prefer to leave this as an equals just because that's the way it visually looks. So I'm going to stick with that. So yeah, I think if we do all this, it's telling us that there is a crystal on this layer. Now let's connect this. Yeah, see, it's saying there's no crystal on this layer. Does that work? Because all we need is one. So I'm going to change this to... Oops. That. That tells me, is there a crystal on this layer or not? Okay. Is there a crystal on this layer? Doopy doop. Come back over. All right, come back over here. And let's grab a signal receiver. Okay. But we don't want it to be this shape. We need this to be a yes or no. So, simple signal producer, null. Oh yeah. And then an equal. All right. Ah. Okay. So again, not. No. We want to leave it like this because we're saying, hey, if there is a crystal, then it's the negative. And so it should jet this way. If there's not a crystal, it's going to go through. Now let's test that by changing back to our not crystal. Where am I? Let's change that by going back to here. Yes. No. Okay. Maybe I want to change that to, is this entire layer just a single pin? Is it null? Okay, is it... Maybe what I need to do... Take these guys out of here. And maybe what I want to do is just get a 1 or 0 out of this. Because right now it's sending either a pin or it's sending null. Let's see what it's actually sending. That's going to be annoying. So it's not sending null, it's sending a blank signal. No, it is sending null. Are you equal to null? Did I completely screw that? Yeah, I screwed it. This is fine. This is working great. I want it to be green. I want them all to be green right now. Versus... now I want them to not be green. Alright, we're good. We are good. Now... what we want to do is find out the color of that crystal. Yeah. Okay. So that is going to take another platform. Crystal color. Okay. So just focused on the top one. So if this is a crystal, which it is right here, this one is the crystal. Then we want to say, hey, tell me what color you got going. All right, the color comes out here, as you can see. So here's, we're going to use a gate. Boink. The gate will pass this signal along if it is triggered. In this case, it would be if it were a knot. So does that work for all of these? Let's see here. All right, that of course is in the way. And that there. Nope. So this should not be sending that signal. All right. I think that's working. On this one, though, we don't need any of this. Because we don't care. We're not trying to change it into anything. And this is going to change to R's to signify that this is the color of the crystal. All right. And that. And again, if we connect this, yeah, we should be getting null. So this is one that has no crystals. Okay, let's see if that works. Goodness. Vicious dogs are barking. And we're going to come out of there and jump right over that. Then these can be rearranged to be easier. Yeah. See, it automatically floods it with magenta, which is great. That we're gonna do this. We're gonna keep going up here. There, and this. There. And let's get to these internal ones. Just these two. Those two. We're just gonna do a little magic like that. Okay, so that connects all of them. I think that works. For a single layer, I think we're good. And like I said, we're going to be adding stacking once we get to double layers. But that's a little ways off. So let's try this. And we're going to do white. We're just going to do a single train for now. In fact, we'll just put it right there. Have I updated all of these? I have not. Oh, that is okay. That is wrong. I'm gonna change that one to cyan. This is this receiver should be saying, hey, here's what this whole layer is like. And that should be very easy to do by just pulling it. I mean, it's just basically this, right? So, yeah. These will not be able to sit there or there. Could be here? No. Cannot be there. Because basically, yeah, we just want to take off that one. We could do it here. Because it'll be the same thing. Uh-huh. Oops. Okay. What is that? Oh, that's fine. Okay, over here on shapes, so that should be valid now. It's not. Oh, I know why. Okay. Alright, back here. And yeah, that's gonna bug me. All these C's need to be R's. Alright. There we go. Now we're seeing our final shape. Oh, although it wouldn't be that, would it? No, it would be the one with pins. Alright, let's go. Let me go through the rest of these really quickly. These are updated. This is not. I can already tell. I think I need to just copy all of 4 of these. Uh-huh. Yeah. I do. All right. Is there a crystal on this layer? What color is the crystal that is on that layer? All right, that second one is this. Why are these yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. Good. But I feel like it's been... Has it been this one for a while? I haven't been paying attention. Let me check this really quickly. Uh-huh. And you're sitting there waiting, and you're sitting there not doing anything. There's stuff coming in. Okay, why are those getting made without pins? You should have some pins on this layer. No? Yes. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? Yeah, why is this one yellow? Is southeast. Second layer. Southwest, second layer. Those are yellow. Yeah, southeast and southwest should have pins. Top layer should have pins. Yeah, that one is yellow. They're all yellow on the top. Why is that? Top layer should only have pins. It should have pins on the very top layer. It should be northeast, northwest. It should be rocketing through. I think it's not getting past here. Which seems to be true. Because this is blocking it. Why are you null? Because there's no color. Let's see if we clear that out. What happens? It still gets stuck there. Okay. What if we clear all this out? And those pins come on down, but do they get stuck here? Yeah, they get... They're getting stuck there. Okay. All right. This has caused a jam, which needs to be fixed. That sounds like a topic for next episode. For this episode, let's keep focused on this. Okay. So I'm going to change these guys. Wherever we've got color here, it's going to change to crystal. And same with those. All right. So let's... I'm going to pause you for a second while I go off to rework these guys. Okay. Okay, I have updated. What I did is I copied these three guys over here and changed them all to crystals instead of circles. And then I went and just basically updated all of these too. So, and now I've just sent a train full of shapes and colors. So I think we're going to run into the same problem. Because I think this pin is going to get stuck right here. Yep. It is. Alrighty, so we need to do something about that. That means, yeah, see, this guy is getting through just fine. This one is stuck as well. And this guy is going to get through just fine because it's just going to be spikes. So, what we need to do is say, hey, here's where we need to divert it. We need to say, if you are uncolored or a pin, go this away. So, yeah. Why is magenta feeding through here? Oh. Why is magenta feeding through here? I think magenta's feeding through because it thinks that this layer's color. So that might actually be okay. It's going slow right now because it's just building up these stockpiles, I believe. Alright. Well then, we might be okay. That said, the other one is still messed up. Let's just watch this really quickly and see if we can get to the end. And oh, we don't. Again, we do not want this. But it should be this spike, spike, pin, pin, right? The pins where the crystals are. If we can get that shape made, I will be a happy camper. We've got those. Where are... see, our pins are going into the trash because it's looking for crystals. Okay. So instead of that, let's come back over here. I want you to find the northwest that has pins. Yeah, so it should be this. It should be a white crystal. I think right now that's a red crystal that is throwing them away. So, white. And that pauses it. That stops it. What? Alright. I copied the wrong code. I did the wrong code. Alright, north, east. Wait, which one is northwest? Northwest is this one. Let's bring you up here. Northwest. And why are you... Oh, what? Why is it throwing them into the trash? Oh, because they are also rotated. Okay, so that's okay. We can do a rotate. If we get on the right layer. 1, 2, 3, I think. All right. So that's working. Southwest. We just do this? No. It's going to be much easier. Copy from here. Boom. That's pins. All right, so southwest is this. And then that's going to need rotation as well. It's weird to me that that one is making it through. Yeah, now it's going in the trash. Okay. Southwest, so that should be 2 rotates. Okay, now it's going through. Good. Next one, southeast, which is one of the pins. Southeast. And southeast, 1 rotate. Perfect. And then northeast. Northeast. Okay. That's these done. Now let's see if it makes it past the next stage. And this one should need no rotation. Yes, correct. Good. Alright, so this is coming in here and getting connected to that, which is good. This is getting married up to those, which is good. And that's it. That's going to make our final shape, which is going to end up in the trash here. But that's fine. That will get us all set up for next episode. I want to see it come through first. Still congested, by the way. So that's super fun. Look at those beauties. That is what we're looking for. So the idea is these are going to come out here and they will make it through the filter. And then, can I just kill that? Okay, I can. All right. So they're going to make it through the filter and then they will come over here and dump into here. They'll come through, make it through the same filter here and come in and then boom, get crystallized and then go in. So we're going to start off with that part of it next episode. And then we will, and that's going to be quick. And then we're going to see if we can figure out the issue on the main one. You know, if it's a pin, it needs to go through the painting module. Okay. Next episode. Thank you so much for watching. This is Gramps signing off.